The boot is never off a black man or black woman or poor people's neck because of people thinking they smart going, we doing what we got to do. So if you're not aware, the couch is where some people are saying they're going to spend this election at. That's right, come election day, 2024, you ain't got to go searching. You ain't got to put out an APB. You don't need a GPS tracker. It's going to be one place. The couch. The couch. It's almost to the point now that some people are saying it like they're punishing people. I'm going to be on the couch. And, man, let me tell you something. 45% of America does it every election. I know you think you're special because you got a social media account. I know you do. But it's like saying your favorite color is blue. Like 30% of America. Shit. More people choose the couch every election than choose brisket over pulled pork. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? You get it? It don't make you special. That's what I don't like about it. It's like people saying, it's like the people that who get mad at you after they watch a video and they act like they're doing something by saying, I'm unsubscribing. It seems lame. It's lame. You're not going to use a thing that no one's going to know you didn't use. And it's like an announcement. I'm choosing the couch. So I get it, man. I get why you would choose to do it, I guess. You know? I get why you would choose to do that. I mean, I understand it. I don't agree with it at all, but I understand it, man. It's like, okay. Like somebody who decides, you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna wash their hands after they go to the bathroom. Like, all right, bro, just go ahead. You know? Someone to stop scratching somewhere in private and then want to give me dap. I'm like, nah, we good. We good, homie. Go ahead and give me the elbow joint. Yeah, elbow joint. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. But it's definitely not nothing to announce. It's like coming out the bathroom, you didn't wash your hands and going, hey, everybody, I didn't wash my hands. And I didn't flush. I'm a G. Nobody made me flush. Nobody made me wash my hands. I don't wash my hands for nobody. That's right. All right, fam. But we know it's a little bit more serious than that. It is. Kinda. Not totally. Electoral college picks our presidents. It's not totally much serious. So, man, if you're choosing the couch this year and you're deciding that you don't want to, you're not, you know, you're saying, I'm not going to choose Biden. I'm not going to choose Trump. I'm not going to choose Dr. West. I'm not going to choose Dr. Stein. I'm not going to choose RFK. I'm not going to choose Klein. I ain't going to choose anybody. I'm choosing the couch. That'll teach them. That'll make the world stop and take notice. I don't know if it's going to have that impact. And hell, me thinking it will have an impact the other way if you chose Dr. West, it's probably just as yeah. But see, I'm hoping for something by doing something as an active thing. And you know, like I'm feeling positive about something we're trying to do, and you're feeling positive about not doing anything. So it's a little different. Like I got up today, I went and got on my, my bike, man. Did some 45 minutes on my bike, trying to get rid of this tire. I did something. I ain't saying that, you can't tell today. But I did something today. I got up, I did that. You know what I'm saying? You could do something. You got up and didn't do anything. And, it's going to take many more things. I'm about to eat right, do that many, many more days, and then go out on the track and do some more stuff and then lift some weight. I'm going to do a lot more than that. And that's how it is for this election. And that's how it is for this politics. We got to do a lot more than that, and I realize that. But some of the people I feel that are saying the couch, they're not even making an argument that's that nuanced, that's that thought out. They just saying, I'm doing this, and they don't have anything else behind it. And that's what I got a problem with. It don't make sense to me. But who says it got to make sense to me? I ain't nobody. But I can still say it don't make any sense. There's nothing. There's no plan. There's nothing. It's just, I'm doing this. And then they looking at people going, what you said we should do? Yeah, that's because he said. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. The bottom line, man, is our system is so corrupt. Any type of apathy, anybody who's not excited about it, anybody who feels disenfranchised or disaffected, or any of that, I can't blame anybody for how they feel. Look at the system. It's like you walk into a room and shit is everywhere. I mean, stuff is everywhere. It's just horrible. It's trash everywhere. Stuff that's thrown about. It smells like ass. It's a mess. It's empty sunflower shells on the floor, all over the floor. It's a pile of dog mess in the corner. It smells like urine and ass. It looks horrible. And I'm like, I don't think I want to come in here. I get it. That's our system. My system is that jacked up. It really is. And anybody who doesn't want to go into it, anybody who doesn't want to associate themselves with it, I understand it. I get it. Only a crazy person really wants to go in there and deal with that. Here's the thing, though. You ain't got to deal with politics. Politics will deal with your ass. Yeah, you ain't got to deal with politics. Politics will deal with your ass. So when you driving down the street in your jurisdiction, wherever you at, and them sheriffs be on your ass, and damn, every time I turn around, they pulling me over, give me one of these tickets. Yeah, that was on the ballot. Yeah, that person got voted in. The commissioner, the sheriffs, all the shit. Yeah, that's there. You could have did something about you. I mean, you could have tried to do something about it. You chose not to. So that's the bad thing about politics, man. It don't matter if you agree with it. It doesn't matter if you want to play. It's going to play on you. It's like a bully that comes and hits your pockets. You know what I'm saying? He patting your pockets down to take your money. You ain't got to want him to. There are other analogies I can make, but I don't want to do that. This is a PG-13. It's at the 5150 show, but you feel what I'm saying. I know that there's some people who disagree with me. Just like the people on the couch, I got people that disagree with me too. Everybody got somebody complaining about them. Everyone has somebody complaining about their choices. I don't care who you are. Everybody gets smoke from somebody. So I disagree with the couch people, but I understand and I respect their position. I'm just saying, don't act like that fixes anything, because it doesn't. That's all. Your argument can't be that's going to fix something, because it's not. Okay? But there are people that disagree with me, and they got smoke for me too. There are people saying I'm very unserious, because the only serious thing a black person could do is support Biden. They literally say this, and they have people that support them and go, yeah, you tell them. I say, man, I don't like Biden. I don't like his politics. I don't like what he stands for. I don't like anything he's done, most of what he's done. And even when he does something that's borderline good, it's only a little bit towards what he could have done. it's a short step. It's like never all the way. It's never what he could have done. It's never the full amount, ever. And it's intentional. You understand what I'm saying? It's always just sprinkles. Sprinkles. But they're like, you're a sellout. You're unserious. You're ignorant. Yeah, these are the elite type blacks who vote blue every election. These are the same black people that supported Joe Biden all this time. When they weren't supporting him, they were supporting Obama. And they weren't saying shit when Obama wasn't doing shit for us. They were quiet then going, we doing what we got to do. They sat through Clinton going, we doing what we got to do. He better than the other guy. They sat through Obama. We doing what we got to do. He better than the other guy. And they'll sit through Biden. He doing what he got to do. He better than the other guy. And I say, when are we ever going to stand up and do something different and say it's the way the system is? I say the system is the way it is because you keep going. We doing what we got to do. That's why the system is shit. It ain't magic. It's because people like you keep going. We the smart ones. We doing what we got to do. The boot is never off a black man or black woman or poor people's neck because of people thinking they smart going, we doing what we got to do. We have black programs with black voices that say the only smart move is to vote for Biden. It is what they believe, and if you don't believe it, you don't believe the same thing that they believe, they call you names. I ain't calling nobody names. I'm not calling my couch people names. We just disagreeing, but I'm not calling you names. I'm going to call you names because of a shit system that you don't believe in, that you don't want no parts of. I can't call you no name for that. I'm just saying I disagree with your tactics. But these people actually call us names. Fool, Simple Simon, unsophisticated, ignorant, unserious. These are black people calling other black people this because they don't think Biden is a good president, because they don't like Biden or they don't trust Biden. They didn't push Joe Biden when he was vice president. They didn't push Biden his first term in office when he could get reelected and had that hanging over his head, and they ain't pushing him now. And anything we ever get out of Biden will be from people like me and I, you and I, who push Biden. But they don't push Biden. Sitting at home is not pushing Biden. Fighting his ass, being loud is all you got. I'm trying to tell you, media is a very important tool. Any of the petty little small things Biden's going to do for us leading up to this election to beat Trump, it'll be because of people like me, not because of you couch guys. Not because of you. You're not even on the board because you're already saying, I'm not participating. It damn sure will not be for the people that are going, we got to get behind them anyway. Because if we don't get behind them, oh, that 2025 project. Oh, you mean white supremacist shit they've been doing ever since forever? Yeah, that they wrote it down this time. Oh, they wrote it down this time. Wow. They wrote it down before, fool. It's called the Republican Party. I'm trying to understand what's different. People, they wrote it down. They're going to do something to the trans people. Oh, okay. What are they going to do to them? I don't know. They're going to do something. They're going to get rid of the Department of Interior. They're going to get rid of the EPA. Man, corporations run this country anyway. Corporations run this country. So you mean to tell me you think that, the Heritage Foundation wrote Obama's Obamacare? A Republican think tank wrote that piece of legislation that Obama's been bragging about, that all the Democrats been bragging about for the last 10 years. That was written by a Republican. Oh, now these Republicans are the evil ones. Oh, my bad. I'm getting my Republicans mixed up. I thought Obama said Reagan was a transformational figure. My bad. I thought that's how somebody called me transformational. It meant that was a good thing. So we start getting into these different degrees of what's bad and what's not bad. But at the end of the day, you just use it to try to tell me I need to support a guy that you done had the guts to punish, to push. Instead, you run out and defend him at every turn. And all I'm trying to say is, though, while I'm criticizing the couch people and saying I disagree with them, there's even worse people, man. There are the people going, you got to vote for Biden. I'm just saying there's options. This election is options. And I realize that everybody agrees with me. They've had shows for years, and they've never supported anyone that wasn't Democrat. They've had shows for years, and they've never endorsed, supported anyone who wasn't a Democratic candidate. But they're not vote blue anywho. They are not in it for the Democrats. You know damn well you stop supporting Democrats, your show will go away. Stop lying to us. Stop. Who are you talking to? You say I'm unserious, I say you're honest. I'll say you're dishonest. You're not leveling with your audience. You're not leveling with yourself. You're lying. I don't know. You're not lying to me because I ain't stupid enough to believe that you had never, ever found a candidate that was a Democrat that was worth your vote, that was worth a kind word or worth a boosting, worth discussing, without you stabbing them in the back as soon as they turned their back when it came down to it, to defend and support someone from the Democratic Party. I mean, hell, you ain't as much as supported a Green Party member for dog catching ever since you've been in politics, ever. So you ain't really down for you're really down for party shit. And we all know it's tied to your finances, boo-boo. I get it. I like living indoors too. But you can live indoors without doing that shit. Who you lying to? Who you lying to? If I found a way to live indoors, you could too. Might, have to go to the Cheesecake Factory instead of where you like going, though. That's all, You might have to hit Red Lobster instead of Ruth Christie's. But I'm saying, what's it for you? What's your ethics worth? What's your character worth? What I'm saying is, if you ain't never supported anybody except the Democratic Party your entire life, just say what it is. Say what it is. I mean, anybody who brings on these button-pushing, Democratic pencil-pushing, flimsy-spined crash test dummies use a whole lot of words to say a whole lot of nothing. At the end of the day, fall right in line. All the time, fall right in line. Hands look like cups. Take more AIPAC money. AIPAC money recipients. They are jockstrap carrying AIPAC recipients. That's what they are. And that's all they're for. That's what they're really about. So we all disagreeing on different levels. But what burns me up, it looks like RFK may be in the debates. He may actually get into the debates. And I'm like, why come Dr. Cornel West couldn't get into the debates? Because I couldn't get people to support him. But I've been here before. Because when I wanted people to support Senator Nina Turner, they said, we got to not support nobody. I'm like, why would you not support anybody? But here we go again. They want to support Dr. Cornel West because he got into an argument with Sister Soldier back in 1986. So they're going to not do nothing. And now RFK may get on the ballots. Well, if RFK gets on the ballot, if Dr. Cornel West gets on the ballot where they need to in swing states, because they're on several ballots now, both on several ballots. Those swing state ballots are the most vital ballots. And I heard Trump talking about, hey, he's not the one who's trying to keep RFK off the ballot, but I'm not hearing anybody talk about Dr. Cornel West. And that's because Dr. Cornel West is a bigger threat than both of them. Well, he's a bigger threat than RFK. Because if Dr. Cornel West was actually able to get black people to vote for him, that would hose up Trump and hose up Biden. I just know that I'm tired of black people being able to say or being forced to listen to Black people that went to college and got all these degrees basically tell us nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Gotta have something if you want to be with me. That's it. That's all they got. At the end of the day, that's all they got for us. All them degrees, all that thinking, all those awards, and all you got for us, sister, all you got for me, my brother, is all that law degree sitting on your mantle. And at the end of the day, every election, it's the same song. Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. Gotta have something if you want to be with me every time. You was doing that through Clinton. Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. Through Obama. Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. 2 terms, too. He didn't do nothing in 08. He gonna do something. He didn't do nothing in 9, 10, 11. Okay, here come 12. Push him. Nope. Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. I'm like, damn, are we gonna stand up at all? Nope. Here come Biden. He didn't do shit as vice president. He didn't do shit his first term. And I'm like, well, we gotta get him now. Get something out of his ass. Nothing. Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. All you got is smoke for people that disagree with you. That's it. That's who you got. You got smoke for Stephen A. Smith. No smoke for Biden. No smoke for Kamala. All your smoke for Stephen A. Smith. I mean, last time I checked, Stephen A. Smith or Screaming A. Smith, we both loud, to be honest. But last time I checked, he wasn't in office. All the smoke for Charlemagne. I agree, Charlemagne be having some bullshit takes. Sometimes, but don't be, you know, that's true. Have some bullshit takes. He do. Last time I checked, he wasn't a politician, though. Why don't you have the same disdain and blistering tongue for Kamala and Joe Biden and Jim Clyburn and AOC and any of the rest of these motherfuckers? Where's the blistering? Where's your Maxine Waters rebuke? You know how many Democrats there are in office? Why are you so... Oh, that's because Charlemagne said something you don't like about Democrats. Because you're an attack dog for Democrats. You got a shitty-ass Congress full of a bunch of people that do nothing. America, the approval rating of Congress is like 5 out of 100. And all your criticism is for people that ain't in it. And it just so happened, to criticize Democrats. But you don't got any smoke for them. I mean, yeah, I made a couple of pieces of content about that Republican dude from New York who lied about everything. We called him the Lion King. But there's a lot of Democrats who ain't shit. I forget his name now. He got kicked out. How you get kicked out? How you get kicked out the Vagrants Club? Bunch of vagrants and corrupt liars and deniers, and how you get kicked out that crew? The woman haters gang, the woman haters crew. What's that little rascal, Charlie? All I'm saying is it gets pathetic, y'all. It gets pathetic. But these are our elites. These are our thinkers, folks. Our thinking black people. Our thinking intellectual progressive types. And somebody tell me, oh, but these people are progressives. Really? They don't have any smoke for the Democrats. All their smoke is for people. Go through their timelines and look at who they criticize. None of their criticism is for the party that they support. None. So that shows you really what their agenda is, the party they support. Right? What the fuck is so progressive about supporting a political party over the people? And then coming for people that have no power. I don't get it. Let's keep it real, man. This is the people trying to keep their money right. And I hope Lord give me strength to maintain. And and I'm gonna be honest, man. Some days I'm like, man, I don't know if I could do this much longer. This is ridiculous. And then I look in the mirror and I go, man, I can't do no other way. I can't do it no other way. Because whenever I think about Joe Biden and I think about the Democratic Party particularly, there's something that plays in my head that was said by Michelle Alexander. Michelle Alexander, the author of The New Jim Crow. She made this comment.
You know, early 1990s, urban Black communities were suffering from economic collapse. A literal depression was affecting those communities. The unemployment rate had quadrupled in many urban areas. Neighborhoods that were solidly working class, were suddenly turning into ghettos practically overnight. And, at that moment, our nation had a choice. We could have responded with bailout packages, economic stimulus plans. We could have invested in those schools so that the young folks trapped in racially segregated communities might have some hope of making the rough transition from an industrial economy where they once relied on factory jobs to a service-based economy where they needed actually a college education even to make it into the middle class. We could have responded with a wave of care, compassion, and concern, but no. Instead, what did we get? We got the war on drugs, the Get Tough movement, and the evisceration, the end of welfare as we know it. And really the election of Bill Clinton marked the turning point for the Democratic Party, where the Democratic Party decided that in order to win over those so-called white swing voters, the folks who had defected from the Democratic Party in the wake of the Civil Rights Movement, in order to get those folks, they were going to have to begin proving to that segment that they could be tougher on them than the Republicans had been. And, I think that's a part of our political history that is painful, I think, for the Black community to face, but it's necessary. And, it's my hope that, as the months and years go by, that we will come to see that politics as usual, where, the Black vote is just taken for granted by the Democratic Party, and we're constantly being told, you have to vote for us because, God help you if the Republicans are elected. That kind of emotional blackmail and scaremongering, comes to an end.
Yeah, so whenever I feel, a sense of frustration with the people that are saying they're going to sit on the couch, I remember there's worse things than people saying on the couch. It's the Democrats, the Congressional Black Caucus supporters, those Black elites that got behind throwing the poor Blacks under the bus while they had nice cushy jobs up in Washington. It's something worse than people saying, hey, they're going to keep their votes and they don't trust the system. Maybe they don't want to be a part of putting together or putting into office another one of these sellout types that Michelle Alexander is explaining, was describing. Maybe they decided they don't want to be a part of that. So whenever I feel the overwhelming urge to jump out there and say a bunch of shit out of frustration, knowing it's bigger than any one of us, I remember the system, and I remember who's controlling the system. I remember those that are feeding off the system, that are eating off the system. And just how dangerous and detrimental they've been to us all this time. The thing about what Michelle Alexander is saying that's really poignant is that was 2015 when she said it, and almost 10 years later, we're in the same boat and nothing's changed. And every election is, oh, the boogeyman. Oh, the boogeyman. Here come the boogeyman again. And the same people are coming out saying the same shit. This time it's really bad. It's always been bad. Tell me when it wasn't bad. That's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me when it was good. Tell me when it was good.